Alright, folks, let's hope that that fixed everything up here. We're jumping back into the King of the Trolls Let's Play here. If somebody could tell people to refresh. No unrest. We had to do a restart for technical issues here. Hopefully now we'll actually get a decent viewership on the actual game itself. I think this has to be a Twitch problem because we're running fine on this end. Let's see if it continues, though. Alright, folks, we're pretty much going to take the same course we took before, send a few riders east over here to deal with the undead. We're going to keep the rest on the west to deal with Clan Masniak. I think that's pretty much the best thing to do, and we've got some pretty strong units on this side, so I'm hoping that they can hold up a pretty good fight against the enemy. I think, once again, actually, I'm going to do something slightly different here. We're going to put all our attack on the enemy Berserkers right there. I think we can wipe them out without taking any losses at all on this side. So let's see if we can... Yes! We can definitely finish them off here. And these are actually not Berserkers, but more appropriately Axemen. Sort of a step beyond, or below Berserkers, actually. Let's take a look here, folks. Okay, thank you, Unrest Cure. That is good to hear. Again, we might get a few stutters and stuff, but definitely not from this end. Usually we would see something like drop frames if it was some sort of technical issue. But, yeah, occasionally Twitch can be a little twitchy. What can I say? I'm not sure if I want to waste Elsa the Blind's missile attack here. But we've already moved her, so I'll go ahead and fire off. Not really, I have to say, and maybe somebody can disagree with me here in the chat, I am not a fan of the javelin throwers. I probably just don't know how to use them properly. You know, I understand that certainly a good missile unit, but I am just awful with them, and we never seem to do the right attack. Maybe we should be attacking sort of from the forest here, and maybe attack the enemy in sort of an ambush position. But I think it can be tough to figure out how to use those javelin throwers appropriately. Now, I wonder, should we get out of here? No. We're going to continue camping with this guy, and the only thing I'm kicking myself for is for moving these guys out here, the slingers, where we've put them right in front of the undead. So let's see what happens. Oh, no. Okay, well, good news is Clan Masniak is completely running, but wait a minute. Is it possible that Clan Masniak is working with the undead here? This is a little bit strange. They're right next to these undead units. So far, we haven't seen one attack the other, but I'm not sure if that means anything. So let's keep our eyes here, keep our eyes peeled and see if they will attack each other or if, in fact, they're working together. I think working with trolls is much less terrible than working with the undead. How's it going, Wendek? Good to see you. Okay, once again, the undead moving into position, and there's a lot of these guys, man. Every time we think we've essentially seen all of them, we see more scurrying around in the background. So first thing I'm going to do is actually move in with our good friend... Oh no, actually the troll pups are ahead of Tyr. So I'll move in with the troll pups. Let's see if this was a wise choice. So as you can see here, flanking would give us an additional attack. That's why I attacked here. But unfortunately, it looks like we would actually have armor piercing done to us. 58 against 44. That's really not very good at all. So I wonder what else we could do. Yep, yeah, somebody said stuttering can't come back. It is weird. Let's see if we can just go ahead and lower... Maybe we can lower our graphics a bit here. But again, I'm not seeing frame rate drops at all. So see if this works. Let's apply. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that's improved things. If not, then we're definitely dealing with a Twitch issue here. Let's move down once again. Really focusing mainly on Clan Masniak and not the undead here. There we go, 33. Maybe one more attack. Let's see if that's improved things, guys. Let me know. So it's the first time we had the issue, so maybe we're getting into some serious battles here that are requiring massive graphics. Keep in mind, this is still in beta, so there's still some work to be done. I'm going to go ahead and follow through with these guys, actually get behind our men, but I'm not going to chase the enemy across the river. As tempted as I am to do that, I'm just not going to do it. Let them go do what they want. Oh, Paul is saying that the Field of Glory 2 and Field of Glory Empire's Javelin units are very useful. I'm sure they have their place. I haven't found it personally yet. I'm definitely more the, you know, get right into the action, up close and personal kind of guy, as opposed to the archer. Although, I love the slinger units in this game. The actual missile units, like the bow units, are really fun to use. The javelins, I'm just not very good with them. And I'm guessing you probably have to use Javelineers in sort of an ambush situation, but I'm not sure if that's the case. Let's see. I think we've already done that. Do we go to new... Nope, that's going to be it. End the turn. Wait a minute. The Empire. Oh! The Empire is undead, my friends. Absolutely terrifying. I thought we were dealing with some humans here, but clearly that's not the case. We're dealing with undead for sure. Seems better? That's good to hear, Wendek. Awesome. Okay. I'm very glad to hear that. Some defensive fire, but again, one of our biggest mistakes here was moving our slingers out into the open. Yeah, they've got some trees for cover, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Yeah, they're going to get destroyed. Now, we can purchase a new unit pretty soon here, which is something I've been desperate to do. Thank you, Unknown. That's good, guys. Really glad to hear that. And again, I'm sure that that's an issue that will be resolved if it ends up being the game, because, you know, before we were streaming at very high and doing great. Should we move here? Yeah, I think we've got to finish off the Spear Thrower. Let's send the Troll Pups in to finish the job up. And at this point, I think we want to focus entirely on these two undead units. Not sure what kind of threats we're dealing with here. Yeah, I don't want to put these guys out in the open again, and it looks like this unit is actually pretty badly damaged. So we're going to move them back. Oh, I actually didn't even mean to do that, but we just attacked one of the Bat Scout units, which, you know what, maybe we ended up doing something that's a blessing in disguise. Keep in mind, guys, that Simone is currently on vacation, so if anybody has any Slith-related issues, I think he put a message here. Just make sure to contact him. Don't be a stranger. Stay a while and listen. Alright, here we go. No, actually, I'm going to merge these two forces, although this really frustrates me that they've taken back this area. Yeah, we're just going to have to move back. Let's do that. And let's grab the Troll Pups, and we're going to move back with them as well. Although I really, really want to attack here. Yeah. So let's actually have the Troll Pups move in here and kill the enemy. Even better. Beautiful. And I believe we also have a chance to purchase a unit here, guys. As for our inventory, we already have the inventory full. We're not going to mess with that. I have to say, I haven't given the maidens too much of a chance here. I think we need to hire a maiden and see how far we can actually get. See if maybe we can upgrade her to one of the Amazons. I'm not going to go for anything related to missile units. I'm going to try to get like a really strong spear unit. So let's take a look at the Warband Recruit. We lack a hiring location. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to take that city, guys. We've got to take that settlement from the enemy. And until we do, we're not going to be getting any sort of assistance from any additional forces. Maybe we can move Elsa over here, actually, to attack them. Yeah, I definitely prefer that. And look at how much damage we're doing here, guys. The decisive attack, 50. We also are getting the magic against the enemy's low morale. But this seems incredible. So is it possible that there's some sort of bonus here to the magic against undead? Or are we just looking at a really squishy undead unit? I don't know. Let's boost over here. And we'll boost the Berserkers right here to get the kill on the enemy. We should have been able... Oh, my goodness. I think they're down to, like, pretty much a finger bone here. There's not much left there. We could finish them off with one good attack. Alright, this is actually a good time for the younglings to learn a little bit. Sorry guys, I could have let that animation play, but I was just so desperate to crush those guys. And we'll push forward over here as well. So a pretty strong force. But of course, we still are dealing with the Undead's Vampire Bat unit here, which, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's just a recon animal. But the fact that they've got 3 here and are taking a look at our locations is a little troublesome. Now let's take a look at where the Defilers are probably going to be spawning. I'm guessing it's down here, where the Empire is going to be spawning. Let's end the turn. Don't kill my axe infantry, please. We're going to have to get back to the axe infantry as well. We definitely need a turn or two to rest these men. And the Empire is just throwing everything they have at us non-stop. First things first, yeah, let's rest some units. Rest this unit. This unit is almost completely out of morale. We could actually use Fellerson's ability to rally, but I don't know if I want to waste our rally ability on just one unit. It seems like kind of a waste. We rest with them. So I could go for the Vampire Bat here, or the Vampire Bat here. Yeah, I'm going to let Elsa the Blind, excuse me, go ahead and attack that unit herself. Now, can Tyr Angry Earth get an attack on any of these bat units? Maybe not. Maybe we really can only attack these things with missile units, although we should definitely try to finish them off quickly. I'm not really too intimidated by what they can do in terms of damage, but I am intimidated by their ability to see our entire army here and relay the messages back to the Empire unit. Thank you, Gravity Chris. So Gravity Chris is saying normal damage is blocked by armor, magic damage is blocked by morale. And an undead don't have morale. Ooh, I can understand that. So the undead, it's not that they're brave, it's just they're dead. They don't care. They can be damaged, they can be attacked, etc. So that's interesting. If you're facing an undead army, we should probably worry a little more about our morale. Let's hope that I didn't make a mistake by not using Fellerson's skills here. I don't think so, and we could still use his skills to boost our morale here. Yeah, let's rally. Fellerson! Beautiful. Nice little rally boost here to everybody. As for the troll pups, I think they're in pretty good condition. These troll pups, that we need a settlement, and we need to capture that settlement right there. So I think the next place to go is east. Yes, not great to have units out in the open, but I consider these guys practically tanks. I'm not too concerned about them getting hurt. What I am worried about are the undead crossing over here that could potentially damage these javelin units and a number of other units. Yeah, absolutely, Wendek. That's frustrating. And we can soon bring in an additional unit, but again, we have to take that city. Oh, yes. Of course, Clan Marignac is going to just come out of nowhere and attack us. But this could actually be an opportunity for us to go ahead, finish them off, and take the settlement at the same time. Yeah, those bats are a lot more ravenous than I expected, or than I anticipated. Here we go. First charge here by the Empire across the river. Now, if we can keep these units in the river, that would be excellent, and I would absolutely attack them this turn. So they're going to stay there. We've got to take advantage of that. Obviously, being in the river is not a place you want to be, really, for any reason in a battle. Here's the problem, is I also want to take that settlement. I'm not sure if we can take it with just the troll pups. I might have to send Fellerson over there. Let's do it. Fellerson, take the city. And again, if we want, we can raid it, but I don't want to raid it. We got enough gold right now. Let's see if we can go ahead and purchase the new unit. Everybody's got something in their inventory. We don't have to worry about that. Although we could, you know, sort of give preference to one unit. And like I said, I will go with the Maiden this time. Let's drop them back there. All right. Feel a little safer now. I know it's just one unit, but I think one unit can make all the difference. Here we go. Rest. Not the best time to rest, I admit, but you know, I don't want to lose the Berserkers. They're very strong. Let's see what Tyr Angry Earth here can do. So we could grow trees to get some defense. I'm not really focused on defense. I want to do damage here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to fire with Elsa. Absolutely extraordinary. It's a favorable attack, but not as favorable as I expected it to be. Okay, yeah, so that's what he mentioned before. Undead units are resistant to physical damage, but cannot rest. All damage they suffer is permanent. So that's really good to know. If we can damage these units, they are never going to be able to get those units back. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe it's a better strategy to, try and hurt, like, individual, or not individual units, multiple units, as opposed to individual units. And, yeah, I think that's what we're going to try. So let's do some damage to these guys. They're on the river. We want to take advantage of that. I'll bring the spears over, but I didn't expect it to take this long. We pushed them a lot farther back than I thought we did. As for the javelins, I think we have to run with them. Let's get back with the javelins. Next turn, we'll set up camp, and I'll charge out with my younglings. They've done very well so far. Ooh, so Flash is asking if we have a release date. I'm not sure, Flash. Perhaps somebody here in the chat does know the answer, but Simone will be back pretty soon, and he should be able to give you that. I don't believe so, but I'm not sure. All right. Finish off this unit completely. If they insist on remaining in our land, we're going to have to finish them off. And of course, let's just hope that that very nice Berserker shock infantry is doing quite well here. I think that's it. End the turn. I'm kind of ignoring the vampire bats, but maybe we should finish them off here. Again, the enemy has a perfect view of our units with those guys there, but maybe they just don't have enough units to actually put up a proper fight. Not a fan of being here on the river, but I'll accept this situation if we can make use of it. Let's see, I think we can actually go in and destroy this guy. Let's send in the light skirmisher. Now, despite me not liking the javelin units, I must say I adore the light magic skirmish cavalry. Just the fact that they can run out, fire at the enemy, pull back, very Mongol-like tactics, and I love it. It's definitely annoying to the enemy and wonderful for us in just about every way. I'd love to push across here and attack, but that to me doesn't seem like a wise choice. Let's get back to the cover of the trees here, where Third Angry Earth is happiest. And at the same time, let's try and rest all of these units that have been beaten up this turn. I think we can finish off their light magic skirmisher cavalry. That's a very good point, Wendek. That's partially the reason why I haven't messed with them too much. That's a very good point. Also, the fact that they don't do nearly as much damage as the standard enemy units. The recon units just don't do as much damage. I'm not too concerned about them. They could still be a problem for sure. Send the pups. Love that troll pups have beards. That's just, hey, being a troll, it's something quite different. So again, we have to wait till we get a settlement. Oh, maybe we can send these guys over to the settlement and boost their numbers. Can we do that? Let's find out. End turn. Alright, they did do an attack here against our younglings, and I actually don't want our younglings to get hurt. We want to try and obviously, raise them to be much stronger. But before we do that, we need to get some weapons or armor. So, in the meantime, I'm actually going to move back with these younglings to the center of the forest, which, let's face it, right now in this current battle is probably the safest place on the entire battlefield. Take Elsa, fire, and I believe that's going to be the end of this particular enemy unit. I'm actually going to put my guy in the river. I said not to. I'm breaking my own rules. But again, we're going to make a instant push across with these units. And there we go. Tyr Angry Earth doing better than ever. We've got an upgrade here, guys. And I want to take a look here at specifically what he can do. So having an extra artifact slot, that's pretty cool, but we don't really have enough items currently to even need that. As for the Highland Charge, deal 100 melee damage as charge damage. Attack with all skirmish and melee weapons. That is pretty cool. I like this one. The Troll Leader. Tyr's presence improves relations with the trolls. A 25% discount on troll units. I feel like this is going to be useful later, but not currently useful. So we'll pass that over. The Grove Forest, not interested in it. Although, the regeneration. Grants the target the troll's ability to recover from injuries. So 20 health regeneration per turn. Pretty nice. With the Cleanse skill, we remove all status effects from targeted units. And with the Runebound skill, can store a small amount of mana and retrieve it at the start of the scenario. I like all of these. I'm going to go for the Troll Leader. I just get the feeling that this is going to be useful eventually. So we'll boost him with Troll Leader, and eventually, hopefully we start getting some Troll units, and this pays off, you know, with very large dividends. Let's grab this fellow here. Come on! Grab some more men. And sure enough, we can restore that squad. Beautiful, guys. So we've got this, wait a minute, suicidal attack? I didn't realize you could do this. This is great, guys. Okay. Let's take a look. So for whatever reason, I'm not sure why. Let's hold control here and take a look. The vampire bats would utterly crush our units. We've got to find out why this is going on. So is it because we're in the settlement? This is insane. Maybe somebody can answer in the chat why that is. I'm going to stay away from the vampire bats. Then again, I don't want them to take that city. Yeah, we'll just stay away for now. I will take Felderson. I'm really tempted to take a look at what's down here, but again, we know our goal, and our goal is here. So maybe we shouldn't even be attacking across this river. It is a little risky, but I'm still moving forward with him, just to get an eye on the situation. Ooh! Running somewhere, are we? Ah, this makes sense. I was wondering, why is this different colors? Are we dealing with a rare unit of bats? So if we select an enemy unit and hold it over our own here, then we'll get essentially an idea of, well, essentially the enemy's attack power over our own unit, as opposed to the other way around. I thought we were dealing with some god-tier bats there, guys. So I'm wondering, do we keep going west? Or do we hang a right, stick to just this area, and get to our mission objective? I don't know. Again, attacking Clan Masniak is not one of our mission objectives. Our mission objective is to kill the Defilers, so essentially kill the Empire units. Let's move down. And skip a unit. We've got one more unit that we can move here. No, we're done. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And again, I shouldn't have this guy in the river tile, but I think we can, for one turn, it's going to be okay. So it's a suicidal attack for the bats. They still carried it out. They really, really want to take this settlement back. So I guess, if I'm not mistaken, you cannot attack bats with anything but missile units. You know, your guys can't reach them. I don't typically see these, or this kind of mechanic in a lot of games, a lot of turn-based games. You know, usually you can attack the bats either way. I think this is more realistic, so I'm liking that. And I really want to leave the settlement and put these guys elsewhere. But I wonder, can the vampire bats take a settlement themselves? I don't think so. I think being a scout unit, they probably lack that ability. So let's move out of here. Get to the fight. All right, troll pups. Onwards. And I think I am going to try and just avoid going over there. I think I'll pull all of these units over here to the east. Watch, we'll eventually have to go over there anyway, but for now we're really going to focus all of our troops to the eastern front here. Not that eastern front. Not that eastern front. Different eastern front. Let's grab Elsa. And we could move Fellerson closer, but I don't want to keep him too far from the men, so I'm just going to push him over here. And we should be to our quote-unquote objective here pretty soon. Alright, so as you can see, their Clan Masniak essentially just kind of heading back to what I would presume is their settlement. They don't want really any part of this fight anymore. Should we send Fellerson in soon? I know the answer to that. So instead, let's send the troll pups in here. And we've got, oh my goodness, what is going on here? See this? See that thing? What is this? What are they doing? They are draining life from the land, killing our roots to burn them for their magic. You again, Fellerson, you have come too late. Clan Misniak will soon rule Far Reach. But I admire your persistence. It is not too late to join us, you know. You are an abler warrior, and we respect that. Stand with us, Fellerson, and you shall be rewarded. Wow, we can actually stand with the other clan. I'm loving the RP, the roleplay approach here of the game. So we can actually decide to stand with the enemy clan, or we can say we will never yield to scum like him and attack them. I'm going to let you guys type in the chat. Maybe whoever gets the first 3 votes will go ahead and go with that. That's what we did with the trolls, and now we're working with troll units. So it's up to you guys. Do we work with Clan Misniak, or do we say, no, we're going to fight you, we're going to kill you, and we will be the only clan in this territory with our troll buddies? So actually, Dracula is saying yield. Wendex says, kill him, stay loyal to the trolls, never yield, says Blucher. That does sound like something Blucher would say. I think we can't yield. We can't, no. I know we only got 2 votes so far for don't yield, but I don't think we can do this. We must stay true to ourselves, guys. I will see your head on a spear then. My men will cut you and your gray-skinned friends down like those bloody trees. We'll see about that. All right, let's get Fullerson up here, and we also have the roar skill here. I'm not going to be using that until we get right up close and personal to the enemies. And I'm really thinking maybe we could get right there. That's really risky with Fullerson, though. So let's bring the rest of the units up first. See, if we get right there, all of their units can attack us. And I'm not sure, unless the enemy is directly next to us, whether this roar is going to be effective. Okay, so the range is 3, so it would be effective. Let's do it. Nice little bear roar to the enemy. They've got some incredible units here. Some spearmen. Well, the slingers are not as incredible. What is this? The Harvester. So this is owned by the Empire, guys. We certainly haven't seen anything like this yet in the game. I'm really curious to see what is going on here. Oh my goodness, Hurricane. Been watching too much Conan the Barbarian, or maybe just world politics. Let's go ahead and push forward here. I'm not sure I want to attack that bat unit. I don't like them being here, but okay, let's see. So, yeah, I'm right. They're definitely here recovering, but they can't actually take our settlement back. Now, we can still finish them off here. We might as well with the Stag Lancers. But I don't mind leaving a few of them behind. Again, the most important thing to me is to move into that area and deal with Clan Misniach. Still haven't found any weapons or armor. And I really want to find it because eventually we can upgrade one of these units. The Berserker unit, what I really want to get to, actually, and I'll show you guys, is this unit right here. The Werebears. Heavy Shock Infantry. There's also the Cleavers Magic Shock Infantry, which looks equally awesome. And as you can see there, they can hold 2 weapons, which is pretty amazing. Our guys can hold 2 weapons too, but not 2 magical weapons that deal tremendous amounts of damage. Nonetheless, those Werebears, I am just so desperate to get this unit. And we can almost upgrade to it, but to actually get to the unit, we're going to need 4. Well, actually 3 magic, I believe, and 4 weapons. It's quite expensive. We don't currently have any weapons. Well, besides the ones we're carrying in our hands. Let's end that turn. Closer and closer to the goal, but they really do have a lot of units here. Got the feeling they would attack Felderson here. And the spear units, that's the only one I'm really concerned about, to be honest. Because Felderson is on his mount, and I don't want him to lose his mount. I'm not sure if mounts even come back if you lose them during a battle. I would hope so, but maybe not. Wow, actually this is a favorable attack with our maidens against their spearmen. So spearmen versus spearmen, essentially. What about over here? This is also favorable. So here's what I'm going to do. Move the troll there. Ugh, that's not very favorable at all. I mean, we would still do damage, though. So maybe eventually the damage we do here can finish them off. Let's charge. We are doing a flanking attack here, and the enemy is disordered, but not quite enough to wipe them out completely. only Elsa the Blind were here. She's still got to cross the river to get over in this area. Alright, let's end the turn. It's just creepy that Mesniak is working with the Empire, guys. I think that's another reason we just couldn't stand with them. It's just too strange. And come on, even if we're going to be evil, you know, we don't want to work with the Empire. We want to have our independence, our own separate empire if possible, not be ruled over by some foreign dogs. That's just not something that us barbarians can accept. Little defensive fire there. They're trying to save the skins of their men, but I think they've already given up the grave. Here we go. Actually. Oh! Thane against Felderson. Alright. Well, maybe Thane against Thane. Now, this would be an unfavorable attack by our troll pups, but I might do it just to damage this Thane. Although, look at this. We could actually pierce the Thane armor with our berserkers. It would be a stalemate. It would take a lot of damage, but I think we can move through here with Felderson and kill the Thane, pretty much securing our victory, as long as he doesn't get killed next turn, of course. There we go. Broken. All the enemy units broken. Just all down the line there. So let's move in with our beautiful troll pups. I've ever seen such handsome critters. Right, let's move up here. And with Tyr, I think we'll kill this unit. Can't quite get over there with our javelin units, unfortunately. But we can start moving Elsa over. So let's push her forward. Get these units over here. Same with our younglings. Got a lot to learn, these younglings. But we're going to try to teach them, folks. And why did they... Wait a minute. Did they raid their own settlement? Or... It's a little strange. So maybe they're at war with the Empire, or maybe it just was like that when we approached. Let's end the turn. Still a lot of unanswered questions here about the Empire's involvement with Clan Mesniak. And we've got some more Empire units. I thought we had finished them all off, but clearly they're still alive. These bats are still alive too, but as you can see, they seem to really like to kill themselves. And I think one more attack should finish them off completely. And wait a minute. We've got a new unit here, guys. An enemy Transmuter. This is not part of the deal. We're going to have to get out of here again for sure. I'm just not confident against that unit. Especially with our Berserkers, our Maidens as well. All of these units really need some rest. In fact, we're going to have to take the Berserkers all the way back to that settlement. And the same might be true for the Maidens here. And these bats. They don't seem like they're going to be too much of a problem, but when there are just so many of them consistently attacking a unit, especially your weakest units, yeah, they can really, really take a chunk out of your army. Wow. So the Transmuter just firing over there at our younglings. Excuse me, not our younglings, our troll pups. That's not a unit we can afford to lose. I definitely have to get Felderson out of here. So let's send Felderson back. We're going to grab the Berserkers and send them back as well, and also the Maidens. This fight is going to be left up to essentially everybody else here. And I'm mostly disturbed by the undead. And keep in mind, guys, if we can damage the undead units, they will not be able to come back. You know, they won't be able to regenerate themselves. So I'm going to move back with this unit too. I hate to feel like we're doing a retreat, but I think that's exactly what we're doing right now. Let's move Tyr over here. And troll pups. Yeah, we might as well attack the enemy javelins. Yeah, I'm actually going to fire at the bats, just because it's a slightly more decisive attack by Elsa. And we might as well also throw some spears here at the enemy. I really want the enemy to attack us. I think it would be unwise for us to move forward in this situation with all of those undead, including the Transmuter, just waiting for us. Those Viking shields really protect quite well against missiles. Love that.
got the RTX.
Trying to jump here in to see your comments, boys. My phone just died. I definitely blame the trolls for this. I think this is what we get for working with trolls. Technology just doesn't work the way it should. It's a real shame. Let's see if we can bring those Stag Lancers down. Actually, no. This is the thing. We really need these guys at the battlefield. At the same time, we could kill that unit right now. The Vampire Bat unit. Yeah, we need to anyway, so you know what? I'm going to do it. Again, that's part of the actual mission, so we'll go ahead, accomplish that. Let's just hope the enemy doesn't beat us up too much this battle. And with our Javelineers, let's do a decisive attack. Actually, no. Let's do an attack against their scout units here. Here we go, guys. Wish us luck. The full force of the Empire. Good throw. Good throw. We haven't underestimated these maidens yet. So many Empire troops here. So we just used a unit which actually disordered our Axemen, guys. Should be a good time to use our rally ability with Tyr. Excuse me, not with Tyr, with Fellerson. But yeah, definitely they have some morale-reducing abilities, significant morale-reducing abilities from that unit, the Transmuter. Something has got to be done about that. Oh, Tyr getting beat up pretty badly. Now again, we've got to get back all the way to the settlement, or else, really, there's no point in using this unit again, because their attack would be just minimal in damage. Let's proceed forward here with the Stag Lancers, and with good old Fellerson. Man, I really do want to rally these nearby units, but he is beat up bad. And the last thing we need is to lose a hero. In fact, if we lose a hero, well, that's pretty much the end of the game for us. Or at least the end of the mission. So let's not risk that. Instead, let's move back with Tyr Angry Earth. And try and fight back as we can. How about that? We'll do what we can here to stop the Empire. I think we can definitely destroy that unit. Beautiful. We've still got some Axemen here that are more than willing to sacrifice their lives, but I think it's probably best that we wipe out the enemy Javelin unit. And they managed to get out of the way, so we'll have Elsa go ahead and finish them off. Kind of frustrating that they did get away, and they're still not dead. But I think Linar's spears, notably not a spear unit, but we've had them for 3 turns, can go ahead and beat them up for us enough. Now, should we rest? There would be no point, because these guys aren't actually damaged. They're losing pups, but they're not damaged. So we could also go back to town with them. But I don't know if we can, if we can do that and get away with it, especially with just this many men on the field. Maybe we have no choice. No, I think we have no choice but to stay. So let's move up with the troll pups. We are going to take defensive fire, and look at these bowmen. How awesome do they look? So they've actually got some helmets. Now, I think they're also undead. They just seem to look a lot better undead than our current units, and it looks like they could do some significant damage here against our poor troll pups. I'm going to try and stay on the defensive if we can. Welcome aboard, folks. Wow, 87 people, man. People really want this game to come out. I can tell. I can definitely see that. Let's end the turn. Not much more we can do there, except get to the safety of a settlement. Definitely forcing a lot of our units back. I still think there's a chance to win, but we're going to have to do a general retreat all up and down the actual battlefield. We can't just do it in one section and have the rest of our guys hold the enemy off, because I don't think we have enough men to hold the enemy off, especially not with the enemy working with the undead here. All Alright, once again, troll pups, you're gonna have to head to the settlement, and I'm not even sure we can regenerate the troll pup specifically. Let's go. And they didn't even let Fellerson heal up, so yeah, we're definitely heading over here to the woods. I'll kill these bat units. Again, they're a lot more dangerous than we anticipated, because they can essentially just follow Fellerson and attack him, which stops him from being able to actually set up an encampment. Again, keep in mind, they can't regenerate. So if we have an opportunity to do some serious damage to them, we should probably take it. And these guys could absolutely heal up, so we're going to move them back. And with the Axemen... Good work, boys. No, we haven't unlocked any specific ability here. We've increased the experience of this unit, but I'm not sure if he can withstand another attack. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and finish off another enemy unit right here. So hopefully we should be able to rest next turn here. And once again, another XP boost there for the Stag Lancers. Unfortunately, without the weapons and the armor, we can't upgrade. But still good to see that they are gaining skill left and right. Wow, how many men do they have at this point? Yeah, as I said, I don't think the Axemen can hold on. If they can, great. If they can't, kind of what I expected. They still have some vampire bats here harassing our berserkers. They really do not want these units to get back to town. And there we go. Yeah, finishing us off with the Transmuter. Now, we could actually hire some more units, believe it or not. But first, we've got to deal with those bats. And I mean, really deal with them. I think we can kill them right here. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed, folks. Not quite. Not quite. And we're in a situation where basically, if they have even a single bat left, they could damage one of our units, kill one of our units, or just stop them from being able to regenerate at all. Now again, I think regeneration can only happen at the settlements, so we should try and bring the Maiden actually to the settlement here. As tempted as I am to go back or head west, there's just no point. As for the javelin throwers, we'll bring them here to the woods. We're essentially just restructuring our attack before we go in for more damage. Although Elsa's getting some decent shots, maybe we should let her continue. I think we'll do the same with her. We'll push her back. Let's get our troll pups back here. No point in getting our troll pups killed. And let's go ahead and purchase some new units as well. We could get some mercenaries. We do have money for them. I am going to recruit the mercenaries, but from what I understand, the mercenaries only stick with you until the end of the battle. So, not exactly the greatest investment, but I'm kind of desperate. So, I'm going to go ahead recruiting another unit of Axemen. Look at that. And maybe these don't even count to our total supply. Amazing. Which means that we can recruit even more units. Some of our own actual units. Let's take a look here and grab some younglings. Wow. I think the enemy's going to want to mess with us after this. I think we're going to be prepared for them. There we go. We can even recruit some more mercenaries, but I'm gonna keep it at this. I don't want to go absolutely crazy. However, we will rest. Oh, he's already resting. Shame on me. Let's just hope that that unit does not attack us. They almost certainly will. You know what? I'll actually wait with Tier Angry Earth right here in the woods, just in case the enemy gets wise and starts moving up over here. We have some units that can put up a pretty decent fight. All right. I think they're going to hold their positions, actually. Oh no. Oh, one unit is not holding its position. So the Transmuter is very, very, very confident. But maybe he actually just trapped himself. I think he may have done just that. Let's see. Look at that, guys. Incredible. So against the Transmuter, we wouldn't do nearly as much damage as I thought. Maybe we have to just go ahead, take out all of his minions, as it were, and deal with him later, because as you can see, this guy is quite good. So I'm going to go ahead. The Stag Lancers completely smash that unit. And let's bring Linar's Spears. She can get one more attack. Might as well take it now. And my goodness, guys, I didn't think it could ever happen, but Fellerson is at full health. So we definitely want to bring him to the fight. He can't attack this turn, but he will certainly be able to attack next turn. We could also go ahead and use our Earth Armor for Elsa, and I think we're going to do that because I would guess that their Transmuter is going to try and attack her and deal damage to her. So we've got the Earth Armor for her. The Ancestor's Guidance here. Call upon the Ancestor to protect the target. We could also give to Elsa, but I think I'm going to hold off for now. I'm going to rest with these guys. Hopefully they come back well rested. And let's just finish off the enemy with Elsa. So now we're just dealing with the Transmuter himself. And I'm hoping that's going to be somewhat easier to deal with. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be somewhat more difficult. Restoring the squad. Beautiful. And we're still going to have to heal them up. But this is a big start. To battle, younglings! I didn't want the youngest of our clan to have to fight and die against these guys, but we have no choice. The fate of our clan depends on it. Look at that, bringing up some more units, and it looks like the Transmuter is moving a bit, and oh my goodness! They just raised a group of undead there. So clearly we're dealing with a serious boss unit. This puts Clan Masniak, or Machniak's boss unit to shame. The Thane is nothing compared to this Transmuter here. We've got to find the weak point, though. There must be a weak point. There's something that this Transmuter is not good with, and that's what we need to locate. I'm guessing if we bash him in the face with a sledgehammer, using, of course, our leader here. Where is he? Where is our leader? There he is. Felderson. With our Warhammer, I should say, maybe we can get some answers. But again, we would do quite a bit more damage than any other of the units on the field here with Fellerson, but still not a lot. So yeah, we got some serious juju going on with this Transmuter. Serious, what's that? The sort of occult powers that people can get. Voodoo, yes, juju, voodoo. This sort of just dark occult magic. And I'm not sure why the Empire, that I initially thought were going to be humans, but now we see are skeletons. What would they have to do with dark occult magic? I mean, aren't they interested in having a large empire, a glorious empire? I'm not so sure now. And especially since they're working with barbarians, and the barbarians are more than happy to work with them. I'll have to wait and see what happens. As for the maidens... I'm actually, and this might not be the greatest idea, but remember at the start we said we wanted to find more treasures on the map. I'm tempted to actually move west with her, go over here and search the area. What I'm worried about is if we look right here, and this might be wrong, but if we look right there, we can actually see the red flag of Clan Masniak, and it lets us know that it's owned by Clan Masniak right here. But maybe that's just a trick. Maybe it's because of the fog of war, because I do remember taking this settlement. So if we go over here with this unit, we could be attacked. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe for now we keep them over here to deal with this Transmuter. By the way, there's something that the Transmutist thing actually reminds me of. Does anybody know what game the Transmute thing reminds me of? Let's see if somebody's played as well. But quite interesting. Alright, Steellanders. So we've got the Steellanders here. And again, we can't reach up for the bats. So we're just going to have to accept the fact that we're not going to be able to reach these guys this turn. But attacking this all-powerful sorcerer, man, I hate that we can't hit him this turn. I mean, as you can see, this would be a costly attack even with a missile unit. Still not sure what to do. What I'll do here is damage the enemy. We'll We'll do it with Elsa as well. Maybe once he has no more skeletons left, no more troops to command, he'll be forced to actually attack our men. Alright, let's bring Tyr over here. This isn't exactly a flank attack, but it's the closest we're going to get since that river is blocking that northern side. What about... No, we don't have a single unit that can target him, except maybe... Wait a minute. Yes, we do. Oh, yeah, I knew we had these javelin throwers for a reason. See? I trash-talked the javelin throwers, and now we absolutely need them to actually crush these scout units. So I think I found the use for those units, especially with, I guess, enemy aerial units, enemy scout units. The javelins certainly do come in handy. I really wish we could help this unit this turn, but we just can't. As for these guys, I'm going to actually have them rest. Wait a minute. Ooh. We might actually have to restore the squad again, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, definitely not. So once you restore them once, it becomes completely restored. However, it doesn't restore the health associated. Owned by Gravity Chris says, only the wealth runs out in 10 rounds. You can still finish the mission, but you won't gain any loot, etc. caves afterwards. Okay, so this is interesting by Gravity Chris. Resting works everywhere, but only replenish it can be done at the locations. And it's not like every location, it's the specific settlements. I believe there's locations besides settlements where we can build, but right now the only thing we have is a settlement. For instance, if we sent a unit over here to the tower, it really wouldn't give us anything. We couldn't restore the squad. It would be totally useless. Oh, I really want to attack these evil priests here. I just don't think we can. I think we're going to have to wait till next turn. Let's do it. See what this Transmuter pulls out of his sleeve. And again, he could probably raise another unit of undead, but hopefully there's a cooldown on that actual skill so that he's not consistently raising these undead armies. Oh, yes he is. Oh, yes he is. Now, the only saving grace here is that the undead army that he raised here, he raised them in the actual water itself. But it looks like we're going to be forced to go on the offensive. I was really trying to just wait it out and see if we can make him use all his magic. We obviously have limited mana. I'm not sure he does. And there we go. Oh, we got a backfired achievement. Pretty cool there. We just unlocked an achievement. That certainly did backfire. Yeah, I don't like Tyr Angry Earth being stuck out here. But I feel like we don't really have much of a choice. What about Tyr Angry Earth against the enemy? So here... No. Not much at all. Not much at all. So right now it looks like our magic, skirmish, or cavalry, and somebody mentioned before, magic is really what does significant damage to the undead here. So we're going to use that to finish them off completely. We're going to have to get just right up close and personal with Tyr Angry Earth, even if we are going to take some damage, even if it is going to be a stalemate. We can't beat this Transmuter without everybody in the fight. So actually, I was going to say we were going to move Tyr there next, or this turn. Maybe not right now. Let's first finish off the enemy here. And let's see if we can bring up our mercenaries. That's what I really need. We need our mercenaries here. Present. This is such a formidable army. But, again, we're really just fighting in this one area here. I think we can all agree this is the toughest enemy we've faced yet in the actual game in terms of sort of I guess we could call it a boss almost. This is a tough enemy, the Transmuter. It looks like our troll pups were able to save them, or excuse me, Tyr was able to save himself there, but that might not continue. And just the fact that we have to deal with wildlife here is kind of frustrating while we're facing the enemy. So let's send in the younglings to deal with the wolves. Seems like an appropriate job for these younglings anyway, while the rest of our men focus on the real fighting at hand. Okay, we could actually attack here with Felderson, but that would mean getting into a really dangerous position. And again, the Mighty Roar would be useless here. against this particular foe. I'm going for it. I might hate myself after this, but I'm going for it. Oh! Have faith, boys. We're gonna have to move Tira over here. I'm really trying to just do as much damage to any of the units over here, but Fellerson's time may be coming to a close here. That's why we have autosaves. Okay. Although we haven't used a single one of our autosaves yet. So far, we have pretty much pushed through without being stopped a single time. Maybe this is when we finally do get stopped. Yeah, I'm gonna charge here with the Steelander Axe Infantry. Okay, you know what? It's an unfavorable attack, though. See, I was thinking we could get away. I mean, we're not gonna take that much damage, though. I think we almost need to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Even if we're gonna take damage, we've got to try and take out that Transmuter. It's just too dangerous. Even if it means losing a few other units. Beautiful! The younglings are through at this point. I'm actually going to send... We can't send them this turn, but I'm going to send the troll pups up here just to see if they're eligible to recruit in a regular settlement. I think so, but maybe since they're trolls, they're actually not eligible to recruit. Maybe we need to go to find some sort of troll settlement or something like this. Let's move these boys here. And for these pups, yeah, we're going to go ahead and head north, see if we can recruit some more. I'm actually really happy that we allied ourselves with the trolls. They're extremely strong. I think they're great allies. But again, allying with them and not allying with the barbarians, potentially, had we worked with the barbarians, we could have gotten their assistance in fighting the Empire, or maybe we would have actually just been selling out to the Empire entirely. I'm not sure, but it does seem like that's a possibility in this game. Go ahead and end the turn. Let's just hope they don't kill. Oh, they had some spearmen here for Fellerson. Just really hoping they don't kill him this turn. They certainly could. They certainly could. Transmuter is moving back. Look at that. Actually taking a run. That is not something we've seen yet. Well, I definitely want to take advantage. We've got to keep moving. We can't stop. However, with Fullerson, I can definitely stop, and I think we need to if we don't want him getting killed next turn. Oh, yeah. It's an unfavorable attack, but again, guys, sometimes the ends justify the means. This is definitely one of those situations. Let's attack once again. Maybe if we could just... Oh, too bad it's not a standard archer unit, or else we could get right up there to destroy the enemy. Alright, and I think Elsa can finish the job. So let's move Elsa here. And again, with her magic damage, yeah, an easy, decisive victory. Not only are they undead units, but keep in mind, again, the total lack of morale. It's not just that they're not going to run away because they lack morale totally, but at the same time, they do get that magic damage increased. So I guess you can't actually force the skeleton to run away, but you could do tremendous amounts of quote-unquote morale-based damage here against them. I wonder if we should move through with the... No, the Javelin can't get there. I was thinking we might be able to get there with the Javelin. That's just not going to happen this turn anyway. And with Fullerson, you guys think it would be safe to rest here? I think so. I think he's going to be okay. And let's get up to the town. Still got a Maiden and also quite a few Berserker units. Most of the Mercenaries, unfortunately, over here. And we've got to be careful. Look at this. What did I tell you? I knew that the enemy had something over here because of that town changing color. That's going to be definitely a threat that we have to deal with. Again, dropping the Death Mask skill on us. Let's take a look at specifically what that Death Mask does. Plus 100 chance to suffer kills and minus 3 morale. It's devastating. It's absolutely devastating. Frozen? Oh, seems fine again now. Yeah, if you ever have a stream freezing issue, quite common on Twitch, just refresh your page, and it should come back pretty quickly. He's pretty much cursed our unit. I'm sending Tyr through again. I probably should have cast the spell on Tyr himself, the Earth Armor, but I don't think that the Transmuter can kill him this turn anyway. Again, it's going to be a costly attack, but the ends justify the means. Not to mention that the Steellanders are mercenaries, which means that at the end of this battle, they go away. I think we should get our money's worth, and if that means losing that group of mercenaries, well then so be it. Oh, another thing, we didn't even realize this, but we have to keep attacking this thing right here. What is it? The Harvester. So let's attack the Harvester. And it is an instant charge breaker. Decisive attack against the Harvester, and perhaps by taking out the Transmuter, we don't even need to attack the Harvester, but I'm just kind of doing this as a precaution. Yeah, get up here. Here we go. Alright, I thought we were gonna for sure lose this mission. I am actually kind of shocked that we managed to come back there. I think had we not retreated, we would have been totally crushed. Just totally crushed. There we go. The enemy's capturing a tower. See, this is what I was worried about. And they're certainly going to try to capture the town. So let's move into town. Let's see, can we restore the squad? Thank goodness. So it is going to be a little expensive. It's going to be 44 gold, which is a fair price, I must say, for a unit of troll pups. But it's good to see that even the trolls are accepted in these human communities. So I thought maybe we were going to have to go to like a specific area to spawn them, but seems like that's not the case. Now keep your eyes on that Transmuter. Let's see if he's going to get away, or if we can finally finish this unit off. And sure enough, they're going straight for town. Some more spear units. My goodness. The Empire really has a lot to throw at us. It looks like the Transmuter tried to pop up one more unit, but I don't think that's going to be a concern. Steellanders, attack. And again, if these were my own men, not mercenaries, I would not do an attack like this. It's just not good for the men. But in this case, things are different. There we go, Tyr Angry Earth getting the kill, and the guy just vanished in a big poof of smoke. Who knows, maybe to reappear later. But I'd like to think that Tyr at least has satisfaction from knowing that he killed that very strong enemy. Now it's time to move in with the enemy, move in with the berserkers behind the enemy, and try and attack them from all sides. And I think now we can really just go insane. So let's push forward and take the enemy to task big time. I'm going to use those Javelineers. Disordered. So I guess you can have morale damage to the enemy. As you can see, those sort of stripes going across the enemy do suggest morale damage. It's going to be charge breaking. So is this, though. Actually, yeah, I'm going to move the younglings out of the way and allow the magic cavalry to move through. Again, we get a lot of magic damage against these units. So that's another reason I think that's a better idea. Push this stag lancer unit up, and let's get the troll pups into the fight. Same with these mercenaries. Actually, no, these are our original berserkers. They're not Steellanders. They are original Baliac clansmen. Could potentially get an attack here, but I'm gonna just... I think we could flank them. The target might retreat. I'm gonna be so annoyed. Okay, they're gonna stand and fight. Not the greatest idea. I mean, they probably should have retreated, but I love that. So yeah, flanking attack, and it is favorable. But again, with the target might retreat, it might not go so well. But I wonder if we get more damage attacking from here. I don't see why it would change. Yeah, it's not going to change. Either way, you get a flanking bonus. But here or here, doesn't matter where you flank from, you're doing equal amounts of damage. Alright, well, we've gotten rid of that unit. I'm so glad. Let's take a look here. Welcome aboard, Tico. Yeah, I think we've moved everybody. Let's end the turn. Just press N if you want to find out if you've moved every unit, guys. It'll essentially cycle through your entire army. So we just right now try and get across the river. Yeah, let's do that. I think we've got this, though. Again, this was not the most favorable attack. Nonetheless, I'm pushing forward. Keep those guys there. And I think we've finally almost taken out this harvester. I have no idea what power this harvester has, but it certainly looks like something from out of this world. And if the Empire's using it, it's got to be pretty powerful. So again, I think one more attack, we can destroy this thing once and for all. And we're going to let the Javelineers take this thing out. Ooh, what is that? Right, we still didn't get any armor or weapons, nonetheless. Let's go ahead and push forward with the Troll Pups. So this location should now belong to us, if I'm not mistaken. And this is just a standard mana pool location. Get over here and take over the war camp. Now, I wonder if with the war camp we can hire units. I think we can, guys. So in the war camp, much like a settlement, this is one place we can actually hire some units. Again, hiring for the Steellanders, though, not really much of a point since they're not actually part of our army. These maidens are going to have to, once again, regenerate their units. Let's send them to the town, and we'll just go ahead and finish off the enemy javelin unit by ourselves here. Oh, he's rushing towards the battlefield, it seems. Is the rest of the Empire really running? I think we're going to try to cut him off. Oh, we got lucky. We got really lucky. I actually thought he was going to be right there. So had I dropped him here, we wouldn't have been close. And yeah, I think we should just keep on pushing for the rest of the enemy units. Killing the Defilers. So are the Defilers, when in reference to the Defilers, I guess they're talking about the people that defiled the Trolls Forest, which would be every single one of the enemies, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got to beat every single one of the enemies on this mission. Not a single one of them can escape. Get your vengeance, trolls. Push through over here. Here's something we haven't done in ages. We're going to use Elsa the Blind's skill here. We didn't really need it for most of this battle since the enemy sort of appeared right in front of us, but I do want to use it right there and see if we can spot anything in this area. Did we use it? Shame on me. No, I'm not seeing any enemy units. They did, we've already seen that raided settlement, actually, but they did take that settlement, of course. They've got that tower. It might just be that unit. I hope so. We'll go ahead and cut them off with the younglings. And obviously we want to chase down the rest of the enemy. I think it's just going to be them and that one unit. Let's hope so, guys. This is certainly going to be the very last part of the battle. We're sending in Fallerson to get another attack here. Can't believe he can travel that far, but that just goes to show the strength of this unit. And with the spears, I might have them head over here. We should have actually dropped them in the enemy camp. It's okay, though. Hire some friends, girls. There we go. Restored the unit to full strength. We do still have to, of course, rest them a bit. But I think we've got this. I'm so confident we've got this. Let's finish them off. We have destroyed the vile machination and stopped the defilers. The clans must hear of this. We have to call a thing of all chiefs and let them know about this. We have stopped one of them, but the Misniak have more Thanes and more warriors. Strip them of their weapons, but don't touch the undead. Who knows what foul curse they carry? Al-Satir, can you make any sense of this thing they built on top of the sacred spirit well? This thing they built on the well. It has drained the spirit place, weakening it. They use it to destroy the Heart Spire's power. There is more to it, I think. There's a magical device inside of it that seems to store some of the power they have stolen from the spirits. There is a little bit of essence left here. It feels like they distilled the spirits. You can touch it and feel the magic. Let me take the heart of this thing with us and see if we can put it to use. Alright guys, before I end this mission, wait a minute. Because we did this before, and apparently we can run through and actually restore all our people to full strength. So let's take a look here. So battle outcome. After receiving a battle, we receive gold based on leftover region wealth. Units that suffered casualties are restored to full health, but as new recruits join their ranks, their experience level drops. So we can spend gold to fill the ranks with experienced units instead, mitigating the experience loss. Let's take a look. It looks like these are going to be the ones that we can actually restore, so we'll go ahead and do that. Not bad. I like it. Pretty cool. Thank you for your help, human. I will keep my word and go with you. There are many of my kin who are rootless now as well. If you can feed them, they will join you. There we go, another achievement unlocked. I am glad to see you both back. And you brought a troll? Father, this is the troll shaman I have told you about. She is on our side. I am Tyr Angry Earth. My kin will join you against the root takers. You tell Falair One-Eye what happened to the troll woods, and he listens with great concern. When you end, a dark silence hangs like a cloud upon the hall. Finally, Falair rises and gives orders to his thanes. Go and ride to all the clans of Farreach. Let them know that Falair One-Eye has called a thing 5 days from now at our ancestors' place. Ride like the wind and let nothing stop you. And you, son, gather your warriors. I suspect Clan Masniak will try and stop you going to the thing. We will split up, and I will try to lure them to me, so you have a better chance of getting to the thing. No, father, you mustn't. Silence! I am still chief of Clan Beliak, and you will do as I say. Gather your warriors and prepare to set forth. I've got a really bad, ominous feeling that father is not going to last for very long. But it looks like right now, the actual Clan Beliak symbol here, the lands of our ancestors here, we're moving elsewhere over here to the Old Road. And if I look over here, this is land from a clan we have not yet encountered. We've encountered Clan Musniak, but this is Clan Donak. They're the wealthiest of the Highland clans, and they're famed for their cattle. So they have a pretty mixed relation with us right now. We don't know how that's going to turn out, but of course, we will soon see. One thing I want to do, I definitely want to save here. We've already got the King of the Trolls, so I'm actually going to save over that. And again, we still haven't had to reload yet. Let's take a look. Oh, so that's only barbarians, Chris. Wow, interesting. Alright guys, so we can either take the Old Road. The Old Road runs through Clan Donok's land and is their main trade route of the Highlands. The White Hills, the Wildlands, are an abandoned place full of monsters and wild magic. Oh boy, I feel like the Old Road's probably the best idea, but it's also the most obvious idea. Let's go the Old Road, yeah. The Old Road leads through the fertile lands of Clan Donok. Expect them to seek revenge for your earlier raiding of their steads. We didn't do that on purpose. It's too bad. Let's take a look at the White Hills. The White Hills are the remote area of Farreach where dangerous monsters roam freely. I think we're going to go down the Old Road. Is your band ready, son? I must say the troll makes it a little hard to remain inconspicuous. A good point. We will take the main road through the eastern valleys, father, and it leads through Donak lands. They bear a grudge towards us from our raids, and we expect a fight. I would rather go into battle with Tyr by my side, father. So you expect a battle and you are trying to keep me safe by making me go to the Wildlands? Well, so be it. May our ancestors guide you, son. I will see you at the thing. I didn't realize that he said split up, but I didn't realize that that meant that he was going to go specifically that route. Maybe it would have been better to send our father, more respectful as a son, to send him on the Old Road. I do not like this. We are out in the open in human lands. Anyone can see us. And we can see them, so we're on equal footing. The road leads through Clan Donok lands. After our raid on their steads a few weeks back, they will be out for revenge. I hear they have allied with the Empire to fight us. So now even Clan Donak is working with the Empire, not just Clan Misniak, but Donak as well. Man, we're the only barbarian clan that is not working for the Empire. Let them come. I don't fear these cowards or their Empire allies. We won't be stopped by them. Okay, fair enough. Although that is troubling. It's definitely troubling. Let's put Fullerson here at the front. Elsa behind him. We'll put our buddy Pure Angry Earth here. And the younglings we'll actually put up in the front. We want to keep our missile units behind, of course. But our maidens we can put here. Missile unit, and missile unit. And we can actually still hire a few units, but I think we have to deploy first. And yeah, hire them this upcoming turn. Ooh, so we could actually get some trackers. This is a recon infantry unit. They've got, I think this is supposed to be a Sayax, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty nice little blade. Or we can go ahead and recruit some troll pups. Oh yes, man. Unfortunately, we've got to get that hiring location. This open territory does not count as a hiring location. But I can't wait to see those troll pups. All right, here we go. Okay, we see some enemy warriors there. I really wish that Clan Donak was on our side, but it is what it is. Hey, the good news is that eventually we can raid their territory, take all of their cattle from them, and maybe even feed a few of these cattle to our troll friends. I think that in the end, all things work out for a reason, right? And after all, destroying all the other clans, well, puts just us in control of the Far Reach. So maybe this is actually a good thing. Maybe we were sort of posting the inevitable. In this case, the inevitable being a war between the clans. Okay, so not the smartest enemy clan, but very brave. They essentially just attacked right into a group of our warriors. And what is this? What have they done to our warrior? Oh, okay, he's fine now. But it does seem like they managed to disorder our warriors for quite a bit. So I'm going to do a decisive attack here with our younglings, actually getting a nice charge there. I think we can completely finish off the Donak warriors. We just want to take this one little by little because I already see settlements here, and that means we're going to be able to regenerate our troops. We'll be able to purchase new troops, etc. So there's no reason to really rush here. I think that would probably be the biggest mistake, is try and just rush through this mission. Although, as you can see, there are raided settlements here in the Donak territory. So perhaps, maybe some of their villagers didn't pay the local thane, and they got what was coming to them, unfortunately. Let's push through with, oh my goodness, the younglings with the kill. Good work. And for Elsa the Blind, what I'm going to do is use her skill here. Let's use the Spirit Vision, and we're going to drop it back here. We should be able to see all that. Oh, wow. That is impressive. Imperial troops again. Is there no end to their numbers? They walk the highlands as if they belong to them. Let's teach them differently. We will bring their heads to the thing for everyone to see. Ulnar the Bear! Hey, I saw them first and their heads are mine, lad. Make way. What? Do you know who you're talking to? Aye, I can ye. Young Fellerson, the hero of Trollwoods. And you brought a prize with you, I can see. Can the Greyskin talk? The Greyskin can smash your head in if you want, human. I like you, Greyskin. I'm Ulnar. They call me the Bear. The Bear? My father has told me tales of your adventures with him. He said you slew the giant troll Tok Headsplitter in single combat. There are more than enough enemies for all of us to get our share of battle. Join us and go with us to the thing. You be going to the clan meet, laddie. Why, is that where I am headed to? I will gladly join you, if the Lady Tyr has no objections. Do what you will, Bearman, just don't get in my way. Okay, let's take a look. So do we have a new unit here, a new hero unit? We do. Look at Ulnar the Bear. I want to bring him out in the open to get like a closer look at him, but he's pretty safe here in the woods. He looks pretty tough. Let's see what weapon he's using. So a standard battle axe. Wow, not somebody I'd want to mess with. And of course, now that we know specifically where the enemy is, we can sort of plan accordingly. First things first, we have to take the settlement. Second, we've got to bring in any reinforcements we can, potentially some mercenaries. But as you can see, we spent a lot of gold last turn. So we're down to 124. I think each mercenary is, what, 80? Let's take a look. 85, 80, yeah, pretty expensive. Kind of want to get that tracker unit, but I know what we really need to get. It's going to be the troll pups. It's got to be the troll pups. Here we go. And with Ulnar, I'm going to bring him over here. As long as he stays in the woods, I feel like he's pretty safe. I like Ulnar. He's pretty cool. Take a look here at the chat. Or they're just vain and were bought, says Vendek. I think that's probably what happened, that they were bought by the Empire. Romka's asking, if all the barbarian clans are allied with the Empire, then maybe the Empire are good guys, and we're I'm not going to use the word he put here, but we're the bad guys? Yeah, I mean, we don't know, right? I think it's a very subjective game, which I like. Maybe the developers will tell me I'm wrong on this, but it seems that, like, no matter what choice we would have made, there would have been, like, sort of an interesting storyline associated with it. We just happen to be doing this storyline. So maybe if we had decided to work with Clan Misniak, we would still be fighting Clan Donak, but with Clan Misniak at our side, but then we'd maybe also be fighting the Trolls. I'm just not sure. So the cool thing is, obviously, there are multiple sort of pathways through the game that you can take. It's really just up to you. I agree with Wendek's take on this whole barbarian issue. I think, listen, if you pay these barbarians enough, they're going to fight for the Empire, no problem. Money's money. Though Clan Donak, the only reason that they're fighting us, I believe, is because we attacked their land. So this might actually almost be a revenge thing, where they're working with the Empire simply to get revenge on us. And again, I'm playing this one really defensively. I'm not rushing in for an attack. We could have chased down that unit, but I just don't feel like it would have been safe. Yeah, let's... Actually, we'll bring the maidens to the settlement, because they're already quite damaged. Alright, end the turn. We're gonna have to use her skill once again, Elsa the Blind. Let's drop it right about there. Wow. And the units we're dealing with here, they are Scout Cavalry Border Riders, but it looks like they've got some weapons on them, a sword and a lance. I have to say, for a Scout unit, those are pretty good weapons. Those are pretty good weapons. So I'm a little intimidated. What we will do, we'll move the Berserkers up to Camp 1. Sounds like we're on Everest. Camp 1, Camp 2. Move these guys here. And push the Troll Pups right there. Again, not attacking outright yet, but preparing for potential outright attack. I'm not sure I even want to attend an attack to the northwest, because that would mean splitting our forces. Not sure that's a good idea. But then again, we do have a lot of units here. Let's see. Maybe that's exactly what I will do. Oh, no. No. So I think you guys can see why this would not be a good idea. There's just way too much to deal with there. Obviously, eventually we're going to have to, but I think for now we should focus here on the enemy right here specifically. The only reason I'm carrying out this attack is because we're not taking any damage in return, but as you can see, it's not very effective against that scout unit. Okay, let's get our wonderful... I didn't mean to upgrade them. Our wonderful maidens here, and we're going to restore that squad. It's going to have its uses later on. And a little risky here, but I can't help myself. Charging right into the Scout Cavalry, trying to finish them off. It seems that this map might end right here. This is where we need to get to make it to the thing. But there's also a large settlement here. This is not the largest map we've looked at. It's actually pretty skinny, you know, properly representing this road area. So we might be forced to just push through these guys, or maybe we can avoid them completely. Just push up here, get to the settlement, and then exit. I'm thinking we might be able to avoid them, and if we can, if that's at all possible, we probably want to try to do that. See what these scouts are going to do. They're already attacking Ulnar the bear. At least we found out what was going on there. We should have just been patient and used Elsa's vision instead of moving in there with Ulnar. Poor guy has to suffer because of us now. But I think he will survive. Although, look at this. The enemy, they have Thanes. They have a few units here that are very strong. And luckily our javelins got away. So that is one reason to have the javelin unit, that ability to, once they're attacked, there's a chance that they can actually retreat and avoid all damage. This is just standard wildlife, not the Empire, don't worry folks. Although I'm not saying the Empire is not here, but these are definitely not Empire troops. I don't think so anyway. I think the gray suggests that they are local wildlife. Alright, Ulnar, save yourself. And again, this is not the best position for our spears. Oh no, that's right, they'll be okay. Well, then again, as you can see, the reason I'm saying it's not the best position, and I keep saying spears because it's Linar's spears, but of course this is our magic skirmish cavalry unit. This spearman unit can attack and get a flank attack on us almost certainly. So I'm definitely worried about that. Maybe we can move the javelineers here. Let's rest with our maidens, and let's try and get an attack. Bullet! Stop that! Stop it! There's no trolls outside, Bullet. They're all here in the game. Alright, we're gonna charge. And again, I know this is not the safest charge, but I'm really trying to make use of the time here. I don't want these units to react. I want to push through these units and essentially totally ignore this massive group over here. That may or may not be a possibility. Let's see if the Thane... Oh, I forget how tough these Thanes can be. We could actually potentially push through here. Yeah, I think we can get a kill against the maidens. Let's do it. Because this would mean we can retreat with that youngling unit. And they are already disordered, so breaking through them here should be really easy. And these guys are also... Their morale is not great. So let's get these guys out of here immediately. And bring Tyr Angry Earth forward. But I'm going to bring him over here to the western part of the battlefield. Yes, we can definitely kill this unit. Good work, pups. I knew those pups were worth the money, worth the gold. We've actually disordered a few of these other units here. But I'm going to have to send the berserkers back to regenerate their health, of course. So for a javelin, same deal. Pretty sure we can end the turn. Nope, we've got one more unit. I know that these are going to be more of a problem than their scout cavalry, but right now, we do most damage with the scout cavalry unit. Then again, we could also get rid of these bats. Let's just do it. Get rid of the local wildlife here. Let's take a look at the chat. Not currently, PS. I think, Simone, I think is who you're talking about, is on vacation, for a few more days, and then he'll be back and be able to answer any questions. Thank you, Freyr. Perfect name for this game, actually, Freyr. Let's take a look here. I don't know. I don't think that's true, Rumka. I think, you know, each time we play a mission, we discover something that sort of adds to the complexity of the story, but we're only learning at each mission. So I think we just have to be patient to really find out exactly what's going on. Maybe we'll get, like, a true explanation as to why these clans are working with the Empire. A more in-depth one. I mean, again, like I said, especially with Clan Donok here, part of it is vengeance against us. They can work with a stronger enemy against us and destroy us and potentially turn on the Empire later. This is just pure opportunism. I think it makes sense. And what I don't like here is Clan Donok. Our idea of trying to push or force our way through to the north here is not going to work out the way we thought it would, because the enemy is definitely attacking. Definitely attacking from the west and in force. Oh boy. We're in a tough situation, my friends. Ulnar, rest, first of all. Tyr is quite terrified with reason. What I'm going to do is actually give some earth armor here to Falsen. Should have used the actual yell skill, but we'll use it next turn. Or not yell, excuse me, the roar skill. I think we can actually finish off the scouts. Problem is the enemy Thane right there. Also another enemy settlement here. That's a problem. But look at that. The Thane is actually disordered. So let's finish off the scouts completely. Maybe we can just terrify the enemy into not messing with us. Just scare them so much that they refuse to attack. Let's get the younglings. We're running out of gold, friends. 26 gold. It's not going to be enough to promote, or I should say to fix our Berserker unit. We're going to have to take a look and see if we can't find some caves or something similar, because we are running out of gold, my friends. We've used almost all of it. We used a lot of it on the mercenaries in the last mission. And once again, more disordered and broken units on the enemy side. I love it. P.S. I would definitely recommend if you had some sliths, just wait. Simon is on vacation. He's going to be back, I think, on the 23rd or something like that. The 26th. There we go. Thank you, Pino. Yeah, exactly. He put a message there. So just save that message. He'll absolutely get back to you. Javelin units. Unfortunately, we're going to have to retreat. And again, very disordered, so I think that was the best thing to do. And obviously, Ulnar the Bear has to heal up a bit. So let's see what the enemy does. Seems like most of their units are pretty terrified. Pretty disordered. I think we've got this. I think they've actually gotten themselves into a trap, essentially staying on the road while we're all here in the forest, prepared to essentially ambush them. So I hope we come out on top in this fight. Oh no, my poor maidens! I thought for sure they were gonna survive, but no, it just wasn't meant to be. All right, this is gonna be a decisive victory, and we could finish off this unit. Maybe this would be better if Fellerson did it. I think so. So let Fellerson do that, and that way we can actually move in here, get even closer to the enemy units, as you can see. And I'm actually going to put the hurt on their archer units here, because we've already damaged the javelin units pretty badly. I think the archer units are going to be the biggest threat. Actually broken them. We've routed them. Get off the field, I say. And our first attack by Ulnar the Bear. So it is a flank attack, 26, not bad. Over here, though, we could do, it seems, somewhat better of an attack. Is it possible that Ulnar's skill is just to get flank attacks no matter what? Because here we're attacking from the bottom, here from the southwest. I don't know. I think we should send Ulnar here to deal with the Thane. His skills could be used elsewhere, so let's do that. Hopefully, he's actually a good fighter. He sounds like one. Let Ulnar finish the Thane. And we can also give Ulnar some earth armor. Let's do that. Just to make him a little bit tougher. And I'll put the younglings up here. Unfortunately, this unit of berserkers, I don't think we're going to be able to get a squad for them this turn. Very, very unlikely. I think that's going to be it. And we shall... Oh, still got the maiden. I mean, since the enemy is since the enemy is retreating completely, we could attack, or we could continue moving forward. I'm actually going to charge the Thane. That's right. Sacrifice some of the warriors I've got here to damage that unit even more. Hopefully the rest of the army just completely, or the rest of the enemy army just completely gets the heck out of here. I think that's exactly what's going to happen here to the west. But look at this, they still have some scout units. And we've got to be careful with units like Ulnar the Bear here. We can't lose them. If we lose a single one of our hero units, that's it. And what in the world are those? The Ancestor Spirits, guys. Wow, look at this, 110, 20 magic damage. This is a extremely deadly enemy. But it looks like they're equal opportunity killers. It looks like they're also killing Clan Donach. So let's hope that they keep that up. And what I don't like is Ulnar the Bear being in a really dangerous position. And, of course, Tyr Angry Earth not doing so well himself. In terms of morale, at least. Let's just try and take out those scouts, at least. And, oh man, I wish we could go for the settlement right now, but look at how costly an attack this would be. Yeah, just not worth it. I'm kind of gonna have to rest. Go, Fellerson. And with Elsa, I think we can finish off that unit. No! Sorry. No, don't do that, Elsa. Actually, we could give Ulnar a boost here, but I'd rather just use missile attack against the enemy there and get rid of an additional enemy unit. Now, with Ulnar, we're going to have to move back. So far, he seems a little squishy, but he obviously does a lot of damage. No one escapes. Maybe I should leave it to the Ancestors. And with our Berserkers, yeah, we're not going to be able to upgrade them. Oh! What is wrong with me? Here's what we have to do. Just figured it out. We raid! That's what we're the best at, guys. We're barbarians. Come on. Should have figured this out. So once we raid this, now the problem is we're going to have to find another settlement. We obviously can't go back to the settlement we just destroyed and hire anybody. But, yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. We can take this settlement, raid it as well, and make some of that gold back. All right, let's see. We might need to retreat as we did before, but perhaps in this position a retreat wouldn't even make a difference. I'm not sure. No, I think maybe we have enough men to keep the fight up. I do think we're going to lose some units, though. There's the Ancestors. Oh, they're definitely attacking the enemy. Maybe they only attack units that are retreating? That would be a very, excuse me, guys, a very Ancestor thing to do. Attack the disloyal clan members. We can go straight for the archers, or take a detour. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Elsa to give the Ancestors guidance here to Fellerson. I'm going for the Thane. I think we can kill him. And again, I don't want him coming back. He is encamped. And by attacking him, I believe we break that encampment. Yep. We've had the AI do that to us a few times, and it is really frustrating. So I love that we were able to repay the favor. Put these guys here just to defend Ulnar. And maybe attack these units. No, I don't even think that's safe. Here's what I'll do. I'll still get an attack with Tyr Angry Earth, but I'll stay out of range of the enemy missiles. Just one more attack and we could destroy that unit. Oh, there we go. Now again, we probably are going to use most of our unit, or not most of our units, but quite a few units this battle. That probably can't be avoided. But we can maybe use these damaged units to sort of just take some chunks out of the enemy and then send in our strongest ones. We still got some of Linar's spears over here. I didn't even realize until I looked at the map. Let's move her here. Let's take a look here. We still don't know, John. Unfortunately. All right, guys. Well, we are getting to the end of the stream here. Wow, 101 people watching. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Also, thank you guys for the feedback that really allowed us to deal with those technical issues at the beginning of the stream. That really, really helps. Thank you again, guys. We're going to save here, obviously, and try and continue next week. See if we can't keep on pushing, eventually getting to the thing. And I believe we're up to mission, what, 8 or 9 here? It seems pretty crazy. We've gotten very, very far on this journey of supporting the trolls in this, I guess, this battle for tribal supremacy. But I think we've made the right choices so far. Although in this particular battle against Clan Donach, I am worried. I'm really worried. These guys seem really, really strong. I'm wondering if we should even save here, or if we should maybe restart the mission, kind of knowing what Donach does, but we haven't done a restart yet, so let's not. Now, what I try to do here at the end of the stream, guys, is I try to give 5 minutes for people to ask some questions to me or to the developers of the game. I believe there might be some of the devs here in chat that can answer questions. I can't confirm that 100%, but this would definitely be the time to ask before we stop the stream. And I'm actually going to make a separate save file for this particular battle. We've already got our King of the Trolls save file. It's working great, but I'm going to just put Agrippa here as, you know, just in case this one doesn't work out. Because I get the feeling Clan Donach has done a lot of damage to us. Maybe we need to come into this battle with a few more units, or maybe we just need to approach in a different way. For instance, if we just had our units over here on the right side, on this side of the mountain range, and pretty much hugged the right side of the mountain range through here, through these woods, as you guys can see here, maybe that's a shortcut out of this area, and maybe we wouldn't have to deal with nearly as many of Clan Donach's warriors doing that. Now again, I could be wrong. Maybe it's going to be exactly the same, but I'm just trying to look at this mission from a variety of different ways to be able to sort of crack the mission code, as it were. Yeah, that's all. So that's all. Yeah, we've answered that question quite a few times. Thank you, Chris, for answering anyway. But essentially, I mean, for anybody that's new here, we do not have a release date on Fantasy General 2 yet. That information has not been released. We hope to be able to tell you soon, but yeah, that's definitely not information we have right now. Thank you again, Fredo. That's very kind. I'm surprised Pixel didn't make it to the stream. We usually have Pixel here in our stream chat, but he didn't stop by this time. All right, guys. If that is going to be all the questions, we're going to give a couple more minutes here for any additional ones. If not, I hope you guys think that we can actually win the war of tribal supremacy here. And when we take a look at the map, there and see the far reach, which is pretty much the area we've been fighting over this entire Let's Play. It's only a tiny, tiny portion of a massive map. So I'm guessing that there's probably going to be a storyline extending elsewhere. Perhaps it's a separate storyline, perhaps it's the same one. Not sure yet, but maybe next week we'll get there and we can tell you guys. Thank you again, guys. It's always a pleasure streaming for you guys. I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, that's a good question, Wendek. I think most people here have my YouTube channel or Twitch, if you want to go ahead and add it. I'll probably continue the campaign there if we don't continue it here on Slytherin. I might just start an entirely new campaign, but I really do hope that we get a chance to finish it, because I want to see what happens just as much as you guys want to see. And except for the first 2 missions, I have not touched the missions ahead of where we are here. So essentially all this new stuff, we're figuring it all out at the same exact time. We're learning what's happening in the story at the same exact time. You guys already know I'm a blabbermouth. I talk a lot. It's probably one of the reasons I can stream. And if I were told the story beforehand, I would have already broken it. So that's why I force myself not to play further. Take care, guys. Thank you again. Oh, you'll absolutely get that pleasure, John. I assure you, my friend. Take care, guys.